lights out. I don't play with them, baby, they must have known what happens when I'm in the zone. My brother, I put your lights out. Okay, so talk to me, put on your shoes and walk with me. How they gonna wanna chat shit online, but when they see me act awkwardly?
Don't Flop, Set the Standard 7, ILLMAC and ARK. You've not battled yet?
No, yeah.
Pre-battle interview, who'd have thought it? You've both battled overseas before. What are you expecting from a UK crowd? Is it different to over in America?
Yeah, I mean, every crowd is different. You try to read it, but you can never predict it. So you usually just have to focus on your shit, come with your bars, you know, every time.
And are you hoping for a home advantage? Do you think the crowd will be all going for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a complete home field advantage. I'm relying on it. Not really. No, I expect them to react to whatever pops. You know what I mean? If it's popping, they'll react. If it ain't, then they won't.
And talking about differences in crowds, what about differences in MCs? Do you prepare differently for overseas MCs, or is it the same process you go through?
It's not even a matter of overseas or different cities or whatever. It's you got to prep for each opponent differently, just in general.
Do you go down the lots of research route, or?
Somewhat. I mean, I watch battles or whatever, but really at the end of the day, it still comes down to rapping and who can actually rap, you know? So that's the shit that I focus on.
Any different processes you go through?
Nah, not really. Certain people I kind of know about them anyway. So I can kind of, I don't really do hours of research. I don't ask people for information, and some people volunteer information and I tell them to do one. Like, I'm not really interested on the whole exposing situation, because I just don't think I'm too old for that.
And Don't Flop throw a lot of different kinds of events. We've got massive events like the one we had a few weeks ago, and we've got a smaller event today. Do you prefer the bigger events, or do you quite like the vibes of the smaller events where it's more sort of personal? Do you have a preference?
Yeah, honestly, I almost prefer smaller events. Sometimes just the mob mentality of so many people can almost take away from battles. You see that, you know, across many leagues, from URL to King of the Dot, how sometimes the crowd, a large crowd, becomes a little bit overbearing and more of the focus in the battle than the actual battle. So I prefer popping events that are smaller and motherfuckers who want to hear some bars, you know?
And you were at the Checkpoint event. Is it an event you would have liked to be part of, or something that you want to do in the future, one of the big events like that?
Yeah, I like the big events. It's like I like a big crowd. I can kind of vibe off them. Obviously, it can go the other way sometimes also. It can be a hindrance on your performance or whatever, but 99% of the time I prefer it.
Well, we're looking forward to the battle.
Yeah.
Thanks for not making it really awkward pre-battle, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Yeah, cool.
ILLMAC and ARK.
Yo, this is Don't Flop, Set the Standard, volume number 7, Fiddler's Elbow, make some fucking noise! Let's go. Shouts to Bagnall, shouts to Bam, shouts to Miles, Zeke, Kruger, everybody else in the team. Shouts to MA sorting out the judges. Big up all the fans for hanging around. It's a Sunday event. They're always the quietest events, but look how many people we packed in here, man. Shouts to the Fiddler's Elbow every single time for always welcoming Don't Flop back. It does not go unnoticed. Main event, volume number 7. Big up Bam on the organisation every single time. Let's get into the battle. On the right-hand side, hasn't battled since June 2012. Now back in Don't Flop, ILLMACULATE. Make Shouts out ILLMAC. And on the left-hand side, a WRC vet, just like ILLMAC, repping UK, obviously, ARKAIC. Make some noise. Right, we chose off camera, ILLMAC versus ARK. ARK's going first, Set the Standard 7, main event, round number fucking 1, ARKAIC. Let's go.
Yo, we live in here, yeah? Yeah! I'm saying. I said, well. Look who they found again. Another prick that I'ma have to clown again. Another yank that I'ma have to out again. But he's bowling, sleeping on Bamalam's couch again. Listen, I work harder. This is well-deserved karma for when I got bumped for that money when I was Er's partner. Yo, they put me down, but I rose out of the ashes with burnt armor just to blow this fucking yank out of the water like Pearl Harbor. Yes! Listen, my brother. Look, no one laughs at your jokes. I went to your ends, tried to harbour a boat. I had a quick conversation with a guard at the coast. He asked me if I had a green card, I said no. Shit, I thought he was gonna ask if I smoked. I almost passed him a tote, cause this is London, and out here, we use a fucking green card for a road. Wait, so really, boy, what bitches do you penetrate? You can't even get to second base. You're just a midget, rude boy. You cannot even get a date. But I can tell you everything that Obey says. He'll talk about when I went away. He'll talk about the 07 days. Talk about Steph, it's bait. But let's talk about you. How you used to be a better name. How you used to be good. How you used to entertain. About how you're using Don't Flop as an extra way to extend your stay. And how you only got booked for this battle because you was in the area anyway. Oi, so who's the best out here? Who's the best out here? I got news, my brother, it's not you. Cause an ILLMAC bar is like a 17-year-old riding round in a real 9 car. I'd rate it, but I don't know who the fuck it belongs to. see, man like ILLMAC has got caustic popping tags. See, I heard his third round in this battle bought him a watch and hat. Plus Saurus drops in raps, and Awkward's on top of that. Bitch, one of your battle verses is more like a Fresh Coast Posse track. So damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Wait, but I got bigger fish to fry. He's an anchovy. His hands moment, I'm Fat Tony. This is Marge returning from the shops, I'm back, homie. See, that's a fact, homie. You ain't nothing but whack, homie. And your career's so dead, Chronicle won't even book you for blam, homie. I bet he thought I would greet him with some sort of open arm sentiment. But it'll come with them, your nose is large and some Noah's Ark references. But I show no regard, I let the flow and bars settle this. And if he's a Big Mac, then I'm his golden arch nemesis. Bruh, I am fucking relentless, and I ain't stopping this for nothing. Half of me expected him to math hoffer it or something. Another yang treating Don't Flop like a holiday to London.
Yo, hold it down! The international guest is round 1 of ILLMACULATE, let's go!
Yo, I know that your weapon's rapping, and that fucking Pearl Harbor reference, cracking. It's appropriate, cause if you bomb me, it's only cause I let it happen.
Let's go!
See, I ain't come to talk about dub RCs.
Jump ball.
You love our rings. I ain't come to talk about how he got arrested. You handle your shit like a man, I respect it. And I hope you come home with more knowledge of self than you left with. But this is what happens when you put a pup near a beast. I don't give a fuck if this cunt fears police. It'll all become clear to see. You'd rather be locked up with them than up here with me. So you ain't snitch, right? Right? Well, that's how that goes, you damn straight. I do the same shit for my fam, so I can't hate. But your trash flow is mad bait. And against Mac, it's a mismatch. Like that nose and that face. Yeah, I question their relationship. You could probably tell me what strain of weed I smoke. Where is made and when if you care to take a whiff? I would never dare to say you snitch. Shit, remember in that 2-on-2 when Aqua's Darren came with this? It wasn't fair, O'Shea was spit, and you must have had flashbacks to them interrogation clips where you sit there and claim the fifth cause you was barely saying shit. So I don't want to hear a reference about a battle that happened like 8 years ago when you're still living in the shadow of rappers I 8 years ago.
Let's go!
You have the attributes of a rapping mutant. This last year, you made mad improvements, but don't let that go to your head. It already looks like an egg that fucking hatched a human. I don't give a fuck about the ounces that you hustle. I came to clown you in your bubble. Show how predictable you are to the crowd and you're in trouble. Example, show them whose bitch you are. I command you to start your round with the rebuttal. Time!
Are we enjoying the battle, people? Make some noise for the first round. Let's go! Yeah. 2 more rounds left, judges. I don't usually say this. I usually say keep it quick. Make sure you're taking notes for this one. It's the main event. Actually take some notes for this. Round number 2, obviously ARKAIC. Let's go.
Yo, hey yo, my man said my head looks like a cracked egg. Well, that's fine. Yours does too, but yours hasn't hatched yet. Listen, yo. So I'm gonna catch this body on behalf of Don't Flop Entertainment. You see, they wrote me off for ages, and if he's out of this world, I'll kill him while he's floating on a spaceship like Dozer in the Matrix. But you should have known I'd box his face in and get a monkey from Cocoa Pops a facelift. Listen, I'm trying to focus on the basics, get a bonus in my payslip, but not him. See, rap's his only occupation, and he's going broke, so you know he's phoning all these promoters up for favors. But if that's the case, fucking, this is what happens when I put you under closer observation, and I tell you to keep your chin up, but that's the only way you can hold a conversation. Hey yo, a legend is born. This is Brooklyn on December the 4th. I go Edward Norton, American X on this dwarf. Foot pressed to the floor with a curb next to his jaw. I get it, bruv, I get it. You got no respect for the force. You've broken every single American law. You put the lead in the 4, spray it off and then let it explore. But if that's the case, how'd you even get your little legs in the door? And that's funny, cause you can get into my country, but I can't get into yours. Yo, and of course, I know he's only ever good whenever he's with Pete. They stay in hotels and he tickles feathers on his feet. You weren't exactly the strongest member of the team, and anyone that's heard of you and Saurus knows you're all this snow. You ain't putting on a performance unless you get him to the green. You lost to Poe, Rich and Diaz. Do you know how waste that is? Your crew's called Sand People, like Star Wars. Do you know how gay that is? Listen, and you ain't getting paid for shit. I mean, what you getting between you, like $200 a night? And your manager gets 10%, that's like $20 a night? Brother, I ain't knocking your grind. I'm fully on for working in the job that you like. But you got that kind of face that says, I'm the one that they send to the shops all the time. And besides, don't you think... Yo, you want short jokes? Fine. He's so short, he looks like he lives in a windmill on a crazy golf course. Fuck it. Yo, he's so short, we know this ain't incredibly fair. He's so short, he needs a ladder just to get up the stairs. And against Arsenal, you choke like a chicken. In your battles, you go, hey, hey. Like, that's the only consistence, which makes me think you're a scouser or an alkie that hated the old life he lived in. Either that or you're buying batteries and need roadside assistance. See, it's a Parkers I've been barring, way before his partner got skin grafted. You perform to a bunch of backpackers, you're hardly a big artist. I make them go all types of nuts, like a jar full of mixed almonds, and you're getting bodied overseas like Osama bin Laden.
Yo! Let's go.
So I blacked out against Arsenal. Fucking A. But you don't have crusty braids and I ain't drunk today. Besides, that night was cool run-ins. Obviously, someone gave Sanka his lucky egg. See, I could roast in my sleep. Kruger's dad told me that weed was gross, but it's cheap. Now imagine all the weed that you sold in the street. Yep, that's what I smoke in a week. I smoke more than you sold. I sold more than you know. I lost more than you made. And made more than you owe. I saved more than you seen. Destroyed more than you grown. You say more than you think. And I think more than you spoke. You complain more than a breeze. flop more than you float. Bitch, I get paid more than you free and forgot more than you wrote. Yo, it's ARKAIC, the lyrical gangster. He'd rather cipher than have vagina. He don't get along fully with chicks cause they don't appreciate proper moties and flips. Now picture him spitting at a bird trying to chill later. But if they ain't seen Juice versus Supernat, would he still date her? Hell nah, that's a deal breaker. I ain't come to talk about your chick getting with me. Cause I bet you feel worthless since you heard somebody slipped her a Mickey. She swore what she gave you, she wouldn't give up to any. I guess she slipped up with Mickey like a mix-up at Disney. If you rewind this battle, you'll see I gave her an exclusive interview. So if I'm tired, it's only because she blew my inner tube. But you're used to getting the door closed on your nose, huh? She probably got hormones like a porno's on, so I might have to stay in that box like getting foreclosed on. See, when you think of all the rappers that allegedly had her, it kind of brings a new meaning to who's setting the standard. You pale in comparison, and if melanin matters, tonight's a full house, but being near the spotlight won't make Stephanie Tanner. Time!
Yo, final round of the clash, main event is on ARKAIC, let's go.
Yo, you'll get what's coming to you in due course later. Hey, yo, they're saying revenge is best served cold, so I'ma give him his in New York flavor. It's Lang for you, multi-dimensional, crossfire and newborn lasers. Wait, but that's just what happens when you put Vinnie Jones against a foosball player. But I see you begging it with smacking them, and anyone slightly more time than him, and he'll probably try and battle him. But I seen Arsenal batter him, Nestle flatten him, Hollow unravel him, and Conceited take a gram from him. So if there's any information I can impart back to him, he's getting beat by all these black guys. He's Kim Kardashian. But let's not forget the fact you're just a scribble jam nerd. He's a racist recruiter. I'm white, so he's gonna try and give me that work. And this ain't a deniable fact or a rumor. Truth be told, brother, I probably should have battled him sooner. But that itch in your side has turned into a cancerous tumor. Cause I just put you in the line of fire like the clock tower in Back to the Future. And brother, I heard you're Native American and that. And I ain't trying to embellish on the fact, but stop pretending that your dad ain't rolling around with a feather in his hat going. Oi, so half of me saying give it to him, half of me said chill fam, half of me said do jokes, half of me said real rap. But looking at the size of him, he's only half of a real man. And if an apple a day keeps the doctor away, then how the fuck are you an ill Mac? But nothing ain't sum him up more than his name does. His name's Mac, cause he puts on everything that he makes up. So all of a sudden you're Benzes, Beamers, Beretta squeezing, trying to find yourself like Dexter in the second season. Oi, you see I love it when we beat him, I'm Kevin Keegan. So I'ma put money down like Deborah Meaden. Oi, they say revenge is sweetest when you're getting even. So in that case I'ma make it a family affair this evening. I'll run in your house, get your mum and your spouse and beat them slags until they're barely breathing. And if your uncle's about or your brother's around, they're both getting slumped in the mouth for any reason. See, I got his nan in the corner looking like she's trying to pledge allegiance, cause I just gave Mac's daddy that Chris Kelly treatment.
Dog, when they call me legend, I battle anybody with potential that can spit. I put on Mayonnaise and Nestle back when Bender wasn't shit. I was the first to call my own time. Something everyone is bit. Shit, I lost to Hollow before Conceited was anything special, he'd admit. I chose Tony D out of everyone on the list, and other veterans were skit, and that played a pivotal role in him being as successful as he is. See, what I'm setting is a trend, and what I'm getting at is this. You brought up my losses, but my losses are more influential than your wins. Back in 07, if y'all would have made it to the finals, you would have won it. We know. It's just the ring, though. Something about how the judges cheated and it wasn't equal. Yo, he's living in the past, so it's funny, people. Is my Napoleon complex ain't got shit on your fucking ego, Uncle Rico. He's a cocky motherfucker. He always got his nose high. He's a nosy motherfucker. Everybody knows why. I came to this battle with no sweat. He came to this battle with nose sweat. Now watch him take a nosedive, or him and everyone he knows dies. That thing is plus size and it needs work. Shit, if he turned just right, then his features suggest he shares a bloodline with some kind of extinct bird. I recommend plastic surgery, because that thing must make it a massive burden to balance perfectly while you're standing vertically. Dog, if you don't show some humility, I'll take your soul and your dignity. Hey, homie, control your dependency. With that shaped nose, its growth and its symmetry, you take coke and dispose of it instantly. I'm talking keys to the face. Like Beethoven composing a symphony. With them swollen nostrils, you sniff bowling balls through. I bet at home they call you Nosferatu. I was in a hostel when I thought of this. If it bothers you, it's fine. Just keep telling yourself that all of us put on our clothes one nostril at a time. You know what? Fuck it, cheers, chug a beer. Forget about your long nose and ugly beard. Matter of fact, I'm a John Doe. No, I'm a Ron Gold, this chump's career.
Spit it darker!
This is as dark as I can spit it! Think you got jokes? Watch the lawn gnome chuck a spear. Crossbow send him to the crossroads, another lost soul among his peers. Watch close when he raps, his palm goes up his rear. That's why I brought the long nose up in here like Gonzo's puppeteer. Yeah, shout it on the intercom. I'm in London, but I ain't come to visit long. I just came to snatch my piece of the American pie, and then I'm gone. But fuck it, just to piss him off before I leave, I'ma have to get it on with Sniffler's mom. Time!
Michael Parkinson, working class dad, me, myself and ARKAIC out now. What a mad, wicked, ridiculous battle. The thing what's bothering me about this battle is it was just so neck and neck. Even the fact that even though ILLMAC came with the rebuttal, like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna come with a rebuttal. But ARKAIC's rebuttal was still smashed that out of the way. Like, I just thought it was sick. And the only thing what was bothering me is that my heart is going with ARKAIC and my head is going with ILLMAC. Like in terms of technicalities, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with my heart on this one, and it's ARKAIC, man, straight, because I just feel he came with it. He came with it differently in another way I've ever seen him, because I've seen him before. I've seen both of them before. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fan of battle rap. Don't get twisted. Just because I make music, don't think I don't like rap. You get me? You know what I mean? And I think ARKAIC really impressed me. Like, so go with the heart this time. Bless. Me, myself and ARKAIC out now. ILLMACULATE coming out 20th of May. Go get it.
Yo, C Major Don't Flop judging ILLMAC vs ARK right now. Yeah. Craziest battle I've ever seen live. Like, amazing battle from both sides. I'll break it down simple. I don't want to do it into rounds because I feel that takes away from the whole rapper's performance. I feel like ARK just came out like ARK came out with a vengeance, man. He just, wow, it amazed me, bruv. Like the gold in the first round, the Golden Arches bar, it just kind of, I I can't remember. I'm not very good with the quotes, but Ark killed it. ILLMAC came back, killed it. It was a very back and forth battle, but the whole momentum that Ark came with just made me prefer him. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yo, it's your boy MA. Yo, we out here, Camden, crazy battle. Big up ILLMAC for coming through. Yo, the whole thing was dope. Gave this one 2-1 to Ark. I think Ark took the first and the third. Yo, Ark is a beast, bro. I think the standout lines in the third were like, yeah, Kim Kardashian line and the Chris Kelly line. Yo, the whole thing was dope. But 2-1 to Ark. ILLMAC definitely got the second. ILLMAC is dope, man. He's nice, but it is what it is. Peace.
Yo, I was feeling, follow me on Twitter at VillainLDN. I just watched ILLMACULATE versus ARKAIC. I'm gonna say this battle was insanely close, like neck and neck. They were neck and neck throughout the whole way through. First round, I'm gonna give it to Ark. I think that was his like the cleanest like round in terms of like which rounds could go to who. On the second round, it was neck and neck. Like they both. I think I'll give it to ILLMAC on the second round, just based on the fact like he had more hitting lines. He was more consistent throughout that whole round. Then the third round was probably the closest round, and ILLMAC had a lot of that generic, like a lot of the basic nose stuff that has been done against Ark, but it's still popped off, and the way he does it is so creative, and like he just does it really well, bruv. Then Ark had that Kim K line to beat everyone because everyone black. The Chris Kelly line. He had so many. Like he had probably the hardest lines in that round. He had, in fact, the whole way through he had the hardest lines. But I'm going to give it to Ark just because they give the edge to first, just to Ark on the basis of the strength of his punchlines. But yeah, that's it, man. ARKAIC 2-1.
Yes, Tenshu up here at Don't Flop, here to record my drop. I just witnessed a brilliant battle right there between two, big man in the game, ARKAIC and ILLMACULATE. First of all, man, I want to say that's a brilliant battle. They both killed it. I ain't even going to break it down round by round because it was so close. Lines I can remember that killed it was ARKAIC spat the AA line. The Kim Kardashian line was probably the hardest line of the battle. ILLMAC done his thing though as well about my loss is more influential than your wins. It's a tough one, man, but consistency wise they both killed it, but in terms of winning, I'll probably give it to ILLMAC just for the fact that his lines made me laugh a little bit more, man, as well as being lyrical. He bridges the bars and jokes thing very well for me, man. So big up ARKAIC, but I'm gonna give it to ILLMAC, man, just by a tiny bit. Big battle still.
What's going on? It's your boy Set the Standard, volume number 7. Absolutely smashing main event. Ark vs ILLMAC. Make some noise! Log on to the website don'tflop.com. Shouts to Sam, shouts to Bentlegs, obviously, man. Please leave your opinions on this battle in the comment section and on the forum as well. Crazy, crazy main event. Ark going against ILLMAC, making his battle return. The judges deliberate, gave a round by round breakdown, and the winner of the round by round breakdown was ARKAIC.
Yeah.
Make some noise for ILLMACULATE one time!
Set the Standard 7 post-battle interview. We've had a pre-battle interview, now it's the post. Really close battle, guys. I was nervous. Are you chuffed?
Yeah, I'm happy, but it could have gone either way, that one. That was crazy. I knew he'd bring it anyway, but that was crazy.
Did you think you just edged it?
I'm always biased. So the rappers are always biased, but regardless, it was a close battle. So I was worried when it was going to decision, just like anybody in a close battle would be. He brought it as well. So
Did you get what you expected?
What, reaction-wise?
Reaction and opponent-wise.
He came better than I expected. I can't lie. Yeah, it came hard. I don't even know what he said about the battle in the second round was crazy though. Absolutely fucking crazy. I can't remember how he said it, but fucking hell.
And did you think it would be an easy win? Are you shocked that you lost, or did you get what you expected as well?
Nah, I definitely didn't think it would be an easy win at all. I did get what I expected, which is a real close and controversial battle, for sure.
And how's Don't Flop perceived overseas? Because we've had a lot of international battles in the last month alone. Is it something that's becoming more desirable for overseas battlers to come over? Is it something that a lot of people want to do now?
Yeah, I think it's always it's a huge opportunity for cats to come over and see foreign soil that they would never see just based off of battle rap. You know what I mean? That's a big step for the culture and everything in general. And just with the popularity is gaining in general, you know, it is more desirable for people to want to come over here and do big matches. You know, you're doing international matches with Canada versus US and all these things. So it's definitely building into something, you know, quite major that anybody would be, you know, happy to be a part of.
What do you think it is that makes Don't Flop sort of original and has its own identity as opposed to the other battle leagues across the world?
I think they do like a lot of conceptual kind of stuff as well, and they kind of push the boundaries as far as compliments battles. And I know that's the April Fool's thing, but I think because you've got the jokes and stuff is still accepted, and you get people like Marlo and Shuffle T, they're accepted out here, whereas in some places they might not be as much because it's more rap focused. I guess it's less rap focused, but I'm not mad at that, because there's obviously some bars here, and yeah.
And what other Don't Flop MCs are you rating? Who else would you like to battle?
I try not to name drop, you know. I mean, just what there's a lot of dope cats out here, and I'm always open to coming back. So whatever names get thrown at me, we'll go from there. But try not to name drop too much. That shit'll get used against you real quick, you know.
And you've obviously got the win today. What are your ambitions for, like, battle-wise?
I guess you know what it is. I hopefully it opens some other doors and I get some more international guys as well. And in the UK, I've not really got many people I've got much to say to, so I kind of go into a battle. If I got something to say to someone, it's fine. If I haven't, then it normally comes out bad. So like, yeah, hopefully along the same path really.
And you're on tour at the moment. How's it going? Where are you going next? Have you enjoyed being in London?
Oh yeah, it's dope. The pound is kind of murdering the dollar right now, so. But yeah, this is the second stop. We're hitting, you know, Switzerland, bunch of spots in Germany. Man, this is the launch pad for the rest of the tour, and you know, it was a really dope turnout and everything. So hope to come back next year as well.
Well, it was a great battle. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think everyone enjoyed it. We even had Unanimous on FaceTime, and his reactions were just as entertaining as the battle was. But thanks, guys. Cheers for a great interview.
Thank you.
Thanks.